It's going to get colder than that, and we know it's going to get colder than that. I forget how many states are going to have anywhere between 30 to 50 mile per hour winds, and that's with the very, 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 very cold weather system that's coming in. Freezing temperatures. If you are on the East Coast, you know what's happened. It's been like traffic just, it's stopped from all the snow that's coming down. No, please, please listen to me. Get yourself ready. Get your blankets ready. Get them washed if you have to. If you got to get your supplies ready, get your supplies ready. You do not want this storm system that's coming in to cause you to be caught off guard when you've had plenty of warning. You've had plenty of time to prepare. You know, it's already a little bit cold here. We're not going to get half of what some other people are going to get, but you're going to get some really cold weather. And in times like that, when the demand is high, it can cause the grid sections of the, well, shouldn't say grid, but load sharing to occur. Brownouts and blackouts with the cold weather is what could happen. So you got to get yourself ready because it's going to be freezing. It's already freezing here, but there's areas that are literally going to get, I can't, the sun is so bright. Look how bright that is. You can't even look at it. It's too, I can't look at it. I can see it in the sky, but it's way, way, way too bright. So that's my, get yourself ready. Make sure you're prepared if the outage would happen. You don't want to go out in your car without a winter kit. You do not. You want batteries, you want flashlight, you want blankets, you want maybe some way to keep warm. You might want to get you some hand warmers if you are traveling in your car. You got to have a way to keep warm, and maybe some water if you can. If you got water, I would put it in a thermos to where it wouldn't freeze. At least you'd have something warm. Maybe a little bit of food. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, you all. The weather is coming. It's going to be freezing. Hello there, Techno Hippie. I'm not going to be on here very much because my pinky is freezing while holding this phone, and I've got a busy day today. I got to take my mother to the doctor. Then I got to come back home. I got a roofer coming out. And then I gotta go back to my mother's. It's going to be a busy day, but I can do it. We can do it. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us on the inside. Get yourself ready, truly. Get yourself ready on the inside of here. You want to get the peace that passes all understanding on the inside so you can make the decisions that you need to make. If you think, I don't know how to get prepared, just got to come to a place within where there's peace. So you can think clearly. You don't want to panic. You just want to be able to stop and think. How am I going to prepare, especially if you know you are in the eye of the storm, if you are in that storm's path? Hello, Deborah, honey. Oh my gosh, weather is totally here. You woke up to 5 inches. Oh my gosh, Deborah, honey. I hope that you're staying warm. I know that you are. I know that you are prepared for whatever would come your way. Oh my gosh. Wow. That'd be freezing is what it would be. I know you are, Deb. I just hope other people heed the warning because this is not no gloom and doom, but it may end up being gloom and doom for those who do not listen. Freezing out in the cold. Hello there, Al, honey. Rosie, honey, it's too cold for you out here. No, don't let the baby out. He let her out. She's not gonna, I gotta be going, Jonathan. And if Rosie's gonna be outside, she's gonna be freezing. Oh my gosh, I am gonna have to be going out in the cold. Yes, it's gonna be a snowy day. Well, it's a tad bit of snow here. Rosie, honey, you know you can't come out here. Rosie, honey, what you doing? You look like a little baby. Are you a little baby? Come on, her's a little girl. What's her doing? You know what I want to do. I want to catch you and put you in the house, Rosie. I wish he wouldn't have let her out. Oh, well. You might want to get ready, you all. Yeah. Oh, you would. You had woke up to 7 inches of snow. Wow. She's smelling all the cooler smells, Deborah, honey. She is. Good morning, everyone. Rosie, honey, you ain't used to the snow. You ain't gonna be out here long. If you are, and I'm not here, you're gonna be freezing. That's all I gotta say. She's gonna get cold. Because my husband sits in meetings on his office meetings all day long, and he does not think to get up and see if Rosie's at the door. So she's probably gonna freeze if I can't get her in before I have to leave the house. Yeah. Good morning. The wind was blowing 23 miles per hour, so that wind would be cutting right through you. You got over 3 feet of snow in Canada. That's like up to here. You couldn't even walk out in it. Wow. Could you imagine if you were on the highway or the road and you were trying to get home and the snow started falling and they closed the roads down like some places? I was sitting there thinking those people in the car, these probably freezing. If they had children and stuff, they're probably freezing. Oh, wow. You got Toronto is dry, 3 feet. Hello in Poland. Well, it'd be very cold there in Poland. Danuta, extremely cold, I would think. I don't think you got some summer weather over there. I want Rosie to get in the house. I do. Might be able to get her in with maybe if I rattle a tuna bag. I can make a certain sound with that, and she'll come running in if she's hungry. But I don't think she's hungry. You are making candles. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Make sure you all have matches or a lighter. Now, matches are pretty cheap. If you go like to a Dollar Tree or something, you can get you some matches. I noticed the tips of some of them. They got a green tip. They used to have like that big box of matches. They used to have the red tip. And the red tip, when you light them, it had more of a sulfur-like smell. But the green tip matches, it doesn't have that much of a sulfur-like smell. So I don't know what they did different. And I'm wondering if that is like, if there's some kind of something that not be good in that match. But still, I'm sure it would make a fire. Yes. Good morning, everyone. It's cold. You got to get ready. It's going to be freezing. I know that this area right here on Wednesday is when we can get the wind blowing up to 50 miles an hour. And when it's already cold, it doesn't feel too good at all. Grand Rising, you're even freezing in Florida, baby. Mercury. Wow. Yeah, it is. It's cold. You want to make sure you got your, oh yeah, parts of Florida is supposed to get hit by it too, right? They're supposed to be getting hit by something. It was really strange because I looked at certain counties in Florida near like the Panhandle. They saying those areas are going to get hit with the storm, but I'm thinking, how come you only got specific counties? And they didn't even look like they were totally like connected. South Florida too, but no snow. You know who Cthulhu does? I think it's associated with the cold weather too. And there are UFOs that can bring cold weather. At Hawaii, when they get those weather events and it gets really cold, that's when the UFOs showed up. That one time we was waiting for alien. They were going to announce the alien visitation day or something in Hawaii, and it was right there shortly after the military did their new unit of the UAP unit, and it was going to be December. It's going to be around December 7th, but that's Pearl Harbor Day. But there was a specific day we were waiting for, and they shut all the cameras down. And that's when the great big UFO, the disc-shaped UFO, was over the observatories in Hawaii. And you know what they said it was? I was just a volcano glowing. Well, hello, that was white, and it was in the perfect shape of a disc. And that was right around the time I wanted to get the day that they were going to announce aliens, it would land or something like that. All the cameras went down, but that UFO was up there, right up there in the sky above that observatory. It stayed up there for around a week or two. Well, till they shut the cameras down. Yeah, it's a commodity. They need it to feed the fake volcanoes around the world. So Okay, Al Honey. Thank you, Al Honey. We shall call you Professor Sanchez. Professor Sanchez, at your service. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you all. That's all right, Al Honey. You can be Professor Sanchez in the academy world. You can. With your scientific knowledge. Oh my goodness, you all. Please, if you know the storm's coming, if you ain't prepared, get you something to stay warm. You might want to invest in a like a little bitty dome tent if you have children, because if the lights would go out, you could put that on their bed. I mean, you may have to take some plastic sheeting. You ever do that? We had to do that when we were little. My parents would, they would section off a corner of a room, even like in the summertime, if you wanted one room to stay cooler, you could, and you had a small air conditioner, you just section that off. Or with heat, when you have the heat, just put the plastic up there or like a big thick curtain or something. You could even use like curtain rods. You want to keep the heat all in one location. That way you ain't wasting that heat through the whole entire house. It's like putting plastic on your windows if they have cracks in them in the wintertime. If you have old windows and stuff. Yeah, all of that too. You want to get prepared. You want to have something on hand. But I got to go because my fingers are getting really cold and I've got to see if I can get Rosie in the house before I get out the door. So you use that in your bedroom. Wow, that's perfect, Deb. Yeah, I hope people, if they didn't know about that, they can do something like that. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It matters whether you stay alive. It matters whether you stay warm or not. Looks don't matter when you're trying to stay warm. Okay, they don't at all. No, I'd rather stay warm. Rosie, honey, I see your little body down there by the garden. You're just looking in that garden in the freezing grass. She is. I see her looking down there. I'm going to go. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. I got to get Rosie in the house. I really do, because it is freezing. And I'm afraid when I leave that she's going to be stuck outside. You see her little body right there. Her's a little baby. Oh, we're going to see if I can get the baby in the house. Come on, Rosie, honey. It's way too cold. We see your little bitty paws. She's freezing. Look at her little paw prints. It's a little baby Rosie. Rosie, honey, you are not a Siberian cat. You're not. You're not, Rosie, honey. You got to get in the house. It's freezing. You have to even crouch in the freezing cold. I'm going to go, you all. Love you.